Hi, in this video today we're going to be unboxing the SteelSeries Nimbus wireless controller. This is a controller made for Apple iOS devices, so it's often called an MFi controller, which is made for iOS. You can see there, made for Apple, iPhone, iPad and iPod. So remember now that this was bought probably around 6 months before this actual video has been made, so it will be compatible with more recent models. But at that moment when this was printed, this is what it was compatible with. So you can pause it and make sure that it's on there. So the battery life on this is supposed to be 40 hours. And it's got pressure sensitive D-pad, and it says here pressure sensitive buttons as well, and a lightning connector. So you're going to be charging this up using your same charger that you use for example, your iPad, iPhone or iPod. Right, so here we have it here. There's plenty of foam to protect it. It looks like we don't have any charging cables with it. No, there's no charging cables. Now here we go. This is the instructions here, quick start guide. You can just pause it and read it in your own time. And then we just have various other languages. Now let's have a look at the actual controller itself. Here we have it. Right, so initially it feels like an Xbox One controller. It's slightly more angular, it's not as rounded, but it does feel strong. It feels like it's well made. So up here we've got a power button. It says hold, so this is basically off, but when we slide it to here it will then be on, and if you have a look you can see you've got the red bar here. Now this will automatically sync to the previous device that it was synced with. If you want to pair it or sync it with a new device, you have to hold down the Bluetooth button for 3 seconds. Let's hold it down for 3 seconds. And you will see now it will start pulsing like that. And if I was to get my phone, so with this phone here, it hasn't been paired with this one before, but if I was to get this, I would go to settings, and then I would go to Bluetooth and make sure it's on. So if it's off, turn it on, and then you should find that it's going to come up with other devices down the bottom here. There you go, Nimbus, and then I would tap that and then it will automatically pair with it. And it says app not installed. The accessory Nimbus uses an app you do not have installed. Would you like to get it from the App Store? So let's go to the App Store and then we'll download it. There we go, SteelSeries Nimbus controller. So let's go to get, and now we're going to go to open. Controller found, get started. Right, it says this controller is up to date. And here we'll have a list of games that it's going to be compatible with. So obviously you can look through that yourself, but it's going to be compatible with a huge amount of games, but not every single game, so make sure you check beforehand, because if you're buying this just for one particular game you might be disappointed. Right, and then once it's synced up you can see that it's lit up here, player 1. So obviously if you were to have 2, 3 or 4 controllers connected, then you would know what player number you were. So with this now, we haven't got a click in on the left and the right analog stick, but obviously if you're using it on Apple games, then it's not going to be designed for a controller with click in on the left and right. Now also this will indicate when we plug it into charge. So let me just get a charger. Right, so now pretend that we finished playing and we're going to turn it off. So we're going to slide this to off and you will see that the lights will go out. Now let's plug in the charger. And you can see now that it's flashing like that. So what that actually means is that right now it's 50% full, because each segment here would be 25%. So 25%, 50%. In another little while it will go to 75%, so all 3 lights will be lit up, and then the 4th one will be flashing. Once they're all lit up, then we know it's going to be at 100%. Now you might be wondering about the size of this, so let's compare it with a PlayStation 4 controller and then an Xbox controller. So you can see now the PlayStation 4 controller is definitely not as high. Width-wise, PlayStation 4 is a little bit wider. I will weigh them for you in a minute. Let's also get an Xbox controller, which I think this has been based more on. So if you have a look there, you can see the similarities, but yet the stick configuration is more similar to the PlayStation 4. Now when it comes to the button layout, you can see that they're in the same position, A, B, X and Y, but yet the colours are different. Let's weigh it. And obviously this has a built-in battery, so you don't have to change any batteries on this. I'm going to be weighing it in grams. And in case you haven't got the other controllers, this is roughly how much it measures. You can see now this is in millimeters. So I'll let you read that yourself. So in grams, it weighs 245 grams. The DualShock 4 controller weighs 215 grams, and the Xbox One controller with batteries in it weighs 286. So you can see it's right in the middle of all 3 of them as far as weight goes. So there we go, that is it for the unboxing and just a very quick guide to the SteelSeries Nimbus wireless controller. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.